I just keep thinking all the background with the audio though is just gonna be little baby snores. It is looking good in here. Are we ready for paint? We should be ready for the final skim coat.
This being such a small space, it went pretty quick. Drywall is moving right along. I have done the corner beads here within this main bedroom, and I'm just working my way down through the rest of the container. So that's what I'm working on today, is just finishing out the corner beads. But I gotta say, like, this whole process, I would say it's coming out great. Like, everything's coming together, moving right along. But the only downside to all of this is much more time consuming than what I remember. At least especially those screw heads. I'm like, whew. And there, obviously I went above and beyond on screw heads. So there's a lot of work just in that. But other than that, everything else is going pretty smoothly.
Yeah, I think it looks really good this time. Especially knowing how our house turned out, I just know how good this is already gonna look. I think my biggest fear with it all is that it's gonna look perfect and then we're gonna move it and then something's gonna happen.
We're gonna get a giant crack somewhere.
Yeah, but I mean, I know you'll fix it.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. I mean, that would suck if it's like a big crack like in the middle of a cavity.
Right.
Yeah, that's the only thing I could think that would suck.
It'll be fine. This feels pretty weird. I gotta get used to filming with a baby on me again. It's easy right now because she's asleep, but if she was awake and kicking, that's when it's gonna be difficult. All the footage will just be shaky. I just keep thinking all the background with the audio though is just gonna be little baby snores. So what's it like being kids playing in a construction site? Is it fun?
Every day is bringing the kids work day.
He just stiff leg jumped out of the bathroom. That was terrifying.
You know this and I know that. You drive me there and I'll drive you back. 2 + 2 is simple math. You hold my hand, I hold yours back, and I could walk blindfolded to your house. I've memorized your freckled kind. When you sing, I like that sound. I can't explain it, I just love you.
There's some different things now.
Merp. I was just thinking to myself, man, you really got a good system down there. Now you look like a bird poop, don't you? It is looking good in here. Are we ready for paint? So Spencer is about to start on the next step of this drywall process, and what he's going to be doing is applying the first layer of mud over all of the tape joints, and once he's done with that, he can install all the outside corners because he is all done with the inside corners now. And then he's gonna sand it, which is where the huge mess starts. And then do his next layer of mud over all the tape joints, just making sure everything looks really nice and the outside corners. Then sand again. And then we should be ready for the final skim coat.
And then sand again.
For real. Y'all don't mind the scone on top of my head. In case you guys are curious, how do you get anything done with 3 kids? Most of the stuff's done at night. Spencer's been coming out here in the evening and trying to get as much drywall done as possible, especially because it's starting to get hotter, so it feels a lot nicer right now in the evening. But yeah, he's gonna do this, and this is when all of the editing and all of that gets done, so time for overtime. Don't you love all the sounds outside?
Mm-hmm. I love it this time of year.
It's so peaceful. It's a little different from the screaming kids during the day. The amount of crap inside this cabin.
Small space, so it doesn't take much to fill.
That's true. I cannot wait until, I mean, obviously until it's not a construction site, but until there's a place for everything. We have all the cabinetry, storage. It'll be nice. And speaking of storage, we actually got our kitchen all in the other day, all our kitchen cabinetry and everything. And I am so excited to see how it ends up looking in here, because we weren't sure what color we should do for the cabinets, like whether or not we should do wood or what we should do, but we don't want to do too much wood in here. So,
She loves the wood.
oh my god.
What?
You're so stupid. So what we decided is actually to go with the color black, and I feel like it's just gonna look awesome in here, because y'all know I was wanting it to be moody in here, so I think that the black is gonna look really good, don't you?
It's going to look spectacular.
The moody
Yes.
the moody vibe that I'm going for. But yeah, I think it's gonna look really good with, you know, the drywall, the black cabinetry, the wood ceiling, the wood trim. I feel like it's all gonna go really well together, just having that contrast.
It's a moody mountain vibe. Moody mountain. Can you look that up on Pinterest?
Moody mountain interior. I mean, I would look it up on Pinterest.
This is dry.
Oh, don't touch that, baby. It's wet.
Yeah.
Don't touch. The drywall is wet. It's wet wall.
It's wet wall currently.
This is dry now. This one is dry.
The dad jokes are just getting more intense with each child we have.
Well, it's understandable for me. Why you got dad jokes?
Dad jokes, mom jokes, it's all the same.
Just slinging mud everywhere.
Clean everywhere.
How's it going? Is it hot in here? Working in here?
It's a little humid. Scott, I am your father.
Oh my god.
So all my sanding is done on this initial round, so now on to the next step, which is more mud. which will be over all my joints and whatnot, again, to kind of build them out a little bit more. And in the process, because I needed to make more mud, I bought a box of mud last night and went to go make a little bit more, and of course the back rips. So now I'm stuck with a whole lot of extra mud. So yeah, after all this, then I'm ready for should be roughly my final round of sanding. Hopefully. Which, this being such a small space, it went pretty quick. So, and since there's no roof, small square footage, it kind of flew through it.
Yeah, you're definitely moving quickly.